I am joined today by Mitch Goldin. He is one of our top loan officers. He's down in the Florida office, and it was very kind of him to take a moment to talk to us. Um, so Mitch, why don't you just start off by letting us know how you got into the industry and kind of your backstory there?
It was actually luck. It was during COVID. So Ryan was my neighbor, and I actually was selling a pool table in on our neighborhood Facebook page. And he answered. He came by, looked at it, and we just became friends. And I actually owned a coffee shop, and I opened a second location, and I was getting my butt handed to me. Just losing money hand over fist. Ryan, I saw him rocking it, and I was like, why don't you show me how to do loans? And he actually didn't even want to hire me. I kind of talked to his wife a little bit, and I was like, look, he should hire me. I'm not like other people. And then he just tried, and it just really luck.
Hey, sometimes that's what works out.
Hmm.
How long have you been in the industry now? Oh yeah, you said during COVID.
Yeah, not long. I got my license in December of 2019, and I really didn't start until July of that year. Ryan was just basically like, look, if you want to do good, you got to just step away from your coffee shop and just come here full time, and you'll make money. And he was right.
Haven't looked back, huh?
Hmm.
Um, So even though you've only been in the industry for a couple years now compared to some of, our other loan officers, what do you feel like so far has been the most rewarding part of the job?
Just helping people. I really like that I have a really good reputation, especially where I live. I do a lot of business in this Lake Nona area where I live. Whenever I go out or she goes out, she just says like everybody knows me. So I like that.
It's always a good thing.
Hmm.
What advice would you have for someone who's just starting out in the mortgage industry?
You can always learn. You're never too good to learn. Um, Obviously, buyers are liars, so you got to kind of take what they say with a grain of salt, and you always got to get information. Um, Never think that you're too good, like to learn. You can always do better, and don't just say no. Like if somebody gives you a pre-approval and you're talking through it, and their credit's not good, their income's not there, they have way too much debt. I always tell people the best asset is thinking outside the box. What can you do to get this borrower to where they want to be? Sometimes payment's too high, and it's not really the payment of the house; it's their all-in debt. And there's sometimes they have a $700 car payment. It's only like 10, 12 grand. They pay that off. You add 10 grand to their mortgage, it adds 65 bucks. But in the net, they're saving five, $600 a month. And I've done that a couple of times. And then the realtors really like that when I'm not like, no, it doesn't work. I tell them what they always need to do to make it work. If credit's not as good, I always run a simulator, let them know what they can do to get there where they want to be.
No, that makes sense. It's really
Hmm.
important, I think, for,
Yeah.
I'm sure that helps those relationships with your realtors become
Yeah.
stronger as well.
Hmm.
Awesome. Um, this is kind of a piggyback question based off of your last answer, but how do you build trust with clients when they may feel overwhelmed by the process?
I just really explain the process to them. And I always feel you don't just do something. You don't just say, okay, what's your name? It's like, wait, what? So the first thing I do is I build a relationship or like a rapport with them. When I talk to them, I try to find some common ground. We laugh, we joke. This is before I'm even taking an application. Um, I was always something that I always thought that was great. People love to buy but hate to be sold. So I'm always on their level. If they're older and a little more polished, I'm going to talk polished. If they're a little more down to earth, I'm going to be down to earth. I come to where my borrowers are, and that usually really helps it. I don't do online applications. I take everything there, but I tell them that's what I'm going to do. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to grab your application. I'm not going to throw you to a website and tell you to do it on your own and have fun. I'm going to do it all for you. I tell them I'm going to send them an e-consent. What that is, I tell them I'm going to text you items that I need. You upload them, and then from there, smooth sailing. So I kind of gain their trust that way, and they understand.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
it's one of the biggest purchases somebody's ever gonna make,
Yeah,
and I
of
think
course.
that, it's helpful to have that kind of
Mhm.
hand-holding experience versus, like you said, just jump online and do it yourself kind of an attitude, so,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, and also that's
Um,
how you build a rapport too, while you're talking to them, not saying here's an online application.
yeah, definitely. How do you stay motivated during a slower market periods?
Really have no excuses. People are still buying homes. That's it. There's really no reason. There's no excuses. If I have a slow month, I'll lose my mind. But I just really don't have an excuse.
Yeah, no, that's
Mhm.
perfect advice. Um, what's a common misconception you feel like people have about getting a mortgage?
It's painful. They think it's painful, and I tell them, I bet you when we're done, you're going to say that's it. That we're going to get everything up front. This way, you have a very clean loan commitment, very little things to do, and we should have your clear to close 2 weeks prior. And the only thing you'll have to worry about is packing.
Yeah. Um, can you share a story about a particular wow, I'm gonna edit myself out here for a second. Can you share a story about a particularly memorable or meaningful loan that you've closed?
I mean, some memorable stuff is I closed a loan for an MLB player, a WWE wrestler, and I've done pre-approvals for some NFL players. So that's pretty cool.
That's definitely memorable.
Yeah,
Um, and kind of lastly for actually I lied. I'm gonna cut that part out. But what do you think? I know that, your whole mortgage career has been at North Point, but
that's it. I don't know anything
yep,
else.
that's it. um, what do you feel like sets North Point apart from other lenders?
We're fast. We get answers fast. If we have a question, I mean, we have a team that I can call the owner right now and he'll answer. I can email Joanna, she'll answer. Call Ryan, he'll answer. And I don't think other people do that because when I close loans fast, even a couple of big realtors that get, loans done with other people because they have to, they even said to me recently, like, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you can get this done so fast and you always clear to close so fast. So I
Yeah.
think that must set us apart.
Oh, definitely. I agree. Um, what has you excited about the future of the industry?
Earning potential. I mean, just earning, waiting for a refi boom. I'm probably not going to sleep, see my family for a little bit, but I know I have probably 500 loans, 7.5% or higher. So earning potential is going to be pretty big.
Sky's the limit, right?
Exactly.
I love it. So for the last couple minutes of this interview, we're just gonna have a little fun. We're gonna do a
Sure.
little rapid fire. So just first thing that comes to mind, no right or wrong answers. Um, coffee or tea?
Coffee.
It's the only right
uh,
answer. What's the first concert you ever went to?
I think Prince.
Nice, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Um, what's your dream vacation spot?
Italy or Greece?
Very fair. What's the most used app on your phone?
I think the New York Post.
Are you an early bird or a night owl?
Definitely early.
I feel like most of us in this industry have to be. Um, if you weren't a loan officer, what would you be doing?
It's funny. I watched a couple of these shows of realtors in LA that sell these like 50 million, $100 million homes. I think I could do that hands down.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Nah.
Um, What's one thing people would be surprised to learn about you?
I used to dance for a DJ company for a while, so I did that, and I was a vice president of Glamour Shots and owned a bunch of
Wow. Yeah, see,
them.
even I'm learning something new here. Um, what is your biggest pet peeve during the loan process?
Sloppy loans. I can't submit a sloppy loan.
That's very understandable. Um, what is one mortgage term you'd love to erase from people's vocabulary?
Can't.
I like it.
There you go.
Yep. And lastly, what is
Oh,
your
mortgage term. Sorry, I screwed
oh
that up.
no,
Mortgage term.
yeah,
Probably.
mortgage.
What the heck, a mortgage term? Maybe APR, because everybody, they just don't
Yeah.
understand what an APR is. And, they don't understand that, like, if you have PMI, that's going to jump your APR. And that's something that, they just don't really understand, but they think they do.
Yeah, that's a good one. Um, and lastly, what's your favorite way to unwind after a long or tough day?
Just hanging in my little girl. I got a 4-year old, so I just fight her and hang out with her.
Awesome.
She my little buddy.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking time with us, Mitch. Is there anything else you want to add?
No, no.
And do you want to let people know the easiest way for them to get in touch with you?
Yeah, they can call my cell number. I have two different numbers: 732-580-8147 or 407-717-8634. They actually bring the same phone. It just depends if you're north or south.
Yep. That's fair. Awesome. Well, thank you very much for taking the time and yeah, have a good rest of your day.
Cool. You too.